Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel BethChatsBooks. Now today's video is going to be my June favourites video, and June has been quite an exciting and busy month for me. It's the first month since I finished my university degree, and so there's been a lot going on, so I thought I'd just give you a flavour of some of the things that have been my favourite things this month. So the first thing is obviously I got my degree results this month and I was very happy with my 2-1. Very proud of my boyfriend. He got a first in his degree, so it was very nice for us to finally have something to celebrate together, because we've been together 7 or 8 months now, but it's very difficult in those months when you have dissertations and exams to actually celebrate anything together. So we went out for a lovely meal, which my mum gave me some coupons for. And it was lovely to just have a nice meal together without worrying about assessments and things like that. So it was a real highlight to just celebrate that moment with him without having to worry about anything else. So that was a real highlight to kick the month off. Also, we went on holiday this month, me and my boyfriend, to Corfu for 4 days. And that was amazing, just to have some relaxed time. I'd booked that as a belated present for him for his birthday, which was in May, as a way to kind of finally have a reward for all the hard work. So with getting the results and going to Corfu, it's been a great month for us to kind of savour some personal time together, which I've really enjoyed. So another favourite this month is that I've got into doing some more long distance walking. Now that sounds really stupid, but I'm not usually a very active sporty person, but in the evenings now I'm walking a good couple of miles with family and we're taking the dogs out. And it's been really refreshing for me to just get out of the house. It's really relieved some kind of pent-up stress, because since I've been back it's been very frustrating back in the family home with not a lot to do, you know, twiddling my thumbs till I go to Canada. So walking has really helped kind of relax me. It's given me targets of going a bit further every night. And it's let me have some more personal time with family where I can bond and we can talk a little bit more about our days. And it's nice to just kind of use it as a way to reintegrate back into home life. So I've really enjoyed walking at the moment. Another really important thing from this month that I've thoroughly enjoyed is starting this YouTube channel. I was very nervous at first, and a lot of family members have put me off, saying, oh, it's embarrassing to go on the internet. But there was something just, you know, itching away at the back of my brain saying, why don't you give it a go and see and connect to people who really care about the things that you want to talk about. And I'm so glad I took the leap and I've done it. I've met some amazing people through this channel, but more than that, it's just helped me get the confidence to just keep talking about the things I love, filming in front of a camera, which is very strange for me at first, but I'm getting used to it now, and just being more open and connecting to people. Also, since I've finished my degree, I've had nothing to do, so it's really given me a focus and energy, and I've just adored it. I've really enjoyed doing this. I've also started a book blog, which I'll link down below, and that's a bit harder to maintain because it doesn't have the same audience, I feel, that a booktube channel does, but I've thoroughly been enjoying that. It's ticking over the skills of speaking to people but also writing my ideas down, so I've thoroughly enjoyed that. That's been a real highlight of the month. And then 2 booktube channels that I've adored this month, and I rave about them nearly every video, is Simon of Savage Reads and Lauren over at Lauren and the Books. I've been using their videos specifically to get more confident in my videos, but their videos are very ad-libbed. They don't seem to look like they script or edit, and it's just their personality coming through the camera, which I thoroughly enjoy. And it's kind of made me feel more confident about my editing, that I don't need to have fancy lighting and fancy editing and loads of gimmicky things, that I can just be myself, and hopefully if it's worked for them it'll work for me. So they've been amazing channels, and I'll link them down below if you kind of just want to see how they roll and see if it's something that you can use as a template for your own, because I definitely have found so much useful material in their videos. The next 2 favourites are film and TV. This weekend, it's been a really rainy weekend, and the family and I have been catching up back on the old Harry Potter films. So we watched Chamber of Secrets, Philosopher's Stone and Prisoner of Azkaban, and it's really made me want to do a kind of Harry Potter related reread. So I might try and do a month where I just reread all the Harry Potters, because I'm feeling very nostalgic. Those films were phenomenal. It's made me really sad seeing so many characters that are in real life dead in these old films now, and how aged and kind of nostalgic it is. It's been really great. I love Harry Potter films. It's all snuggly, makes you feel great, so I've really enjoyed that. So if anybody would be interested in doing a kind of reread Harry Potter month with me, let me know down below and I'll see if it's doable for us all. And then TV has been really interesting this month, so obviously I have been glued to Love Island like every other human in the world. These past couple of weeks I've been on bandwagons, off bandwagons, pro couples and ex couples, you know, it's all been very, very intense. I just love it. It's a really guilty pleasure watch, getting immersed in other people's love lives, hating characters that just wind me up, you know. I used to be pro Johnny, I'm not pro Johnny now. I'm very conflicted about the whole Olivia Chris thing and the Amber and Kem thing, you know. I really like Chris and Kem, but now everybody's playing games, and this new Theo who's come in is a right piece of work. I really don't know what to make of him. He's been very sly, so tonight is the recoupling and we shall see what goes down. So there's Love Island. I've also been really enjoying Broken. Now, Broken was a series with Sean Bean in it, and I think it's only just recently finished. There were 6 parts, and it kind of went through a neighbourhood development. So he is a local priest in the community, and there was people that had gambling addictions, people who were poor. There kind of seems to be this police, kind of institutional racist storyline in which a mentally ill young boy is shot by the police, and then that kind of takes us through a few episodes. So it's been really interesting. I think they'll do another series. But it's been really interesting to see how he linked all of the community together at the end. I'm not going to ruin anything for you because I highly recommend that you go and watch it yourself. But if you like community dramas, if you like a little bit of the Catholicism and the Catholic Church, if you like a kind of existential crisis storyline, then this is for you. And then the last piece of TV that I really enjoyed this month was The Betrayed Girls. Now, it's based on the similar drama that the BBC made in the last couple of months called The Three Girls, which was based on the Rochdale abuse ring that had happened with Asian Pakistani men abusing young white girls from anywhere aged 12 to 14 and a little bit older. And this storyline has hit me very hard because Rochdale's not that far from where I live, and the northwest and places that I live have been linked into this wider abuse gang. And I think that's very sobering to realise that these incidents are happening on your doorstep, because a lot of the time you feign ignorance to these things, thinking, oh, it's not happening to me. But the fact that these women were probably the same age when these incidents happened in 2004 or 5, or I was potentially younger than them, it really hits home that you could have been a victim in this particular instance. It's very harrowing. I think the lady Sarah, who is the social worker who helped kind of fight for their stories to be heard, it's very humbling to see her in this documentary and to see the real people and the real incidents. It makes you very upset because the police are someone that we should have a lot of faith in, and it's very discouraging when it's shown that they are not supporting the victims. But also it resonated with me that this month we have had a terror attack that thematically is very relevant to the storyline of The Betrayed Girls, because it was when a white man has attacked Islamic men who are breaking fasts in a cafe, and again it's this white ignorance of the kind of Asian community. I know Betrayed Girls, that storyline had made a resurgence in BNP membership, and a lot of people in the Northwest had had a lot of Islamophobic behaviour come out of this incident, and it's very important that we remember these things. They're more relevant than ever before. Just this month, you know, a white man attacked a group of Islamic men, but it's important to remember that the white community should not encourage ignorance, that we should not make a connection between the Islamic community and abusers or terrorists, or however the media is perpetuating these labels, that we remain strong in our stance on educating white people. I previously made a blog post on this that I'll link down below, but I was unsure whether to comment on these things on YouTube, whether this was the platform to discuss it, but I feel very strongly about these things, so I feel like it was important to discuss this and to let all my viewers know that I feel very strongly that I support community cohesion in Britain and I support the Islamic community, and I think it's very important that we not forget when these incidents happen. Obviously with the betrayed girls, it was the white community that were a victim. Religion and ethnicity are irrelevant in either cases. It's about supporting our communities, having the institutes like the police represent victims effectively, and for community cohesion both with institutes like the police, the government, but also on a local level with real people that we're connecting and we're making connections in our communities instead of separating ourselves and creating tension or perpetuating Islamophobia. But it's a phenomenal documentary and I highly recommend you guys go and watch it. It's still on BBC iPlayer. I don't know if The Three Girls Are, which was the BBC drama version of it, but I'll put links down below. So that's all I wanted to say. There were some great favourites in June. I've really enjoyed TV this month and film, getting back into it now that I have a lot more leisure time than ever before. I haven't included any books because I thought I can do them in wrap-ups and in TBRs and I can talk more about them on their own, but there's been lots of things that I've been enjoying, just spending more time with family and getting into TV again and just the booktube community as well. So I want to thank everyone who's subscribed to my channel, anyone who's commented or watched these videos. I really appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed your month of June. I'd love you to comment down below with your favourites of the month, things that you've enjoyed, and I'll see you very shortly.